Hey everyone, today I'm going to show you everything that you need to know to get started using Airtable right now. We'll walk through creating a free account, setting up workspaces and databases, and organizing your data using tables, fields, and views. I'll also show you how to collaborate with your team, automate simple workflows, link records between tables, and collect client information using forms. By the end of this video, you'll understand how to use Airtable to organize, automate, and manage your projects more efficiently. So we're just going to head over to airtable.com. And if you don't have an account, just head over to the Airtable official website and follow me. Now, if you're not familiar with Airtable, it is an all-in-one database and management tool. It sort of combines the power of spreadsheets or Excel with the flexibility of a project management tool or a CRM tool. So whether you have a small team you're managing, a startup business, or you're an entrepreneur, this is a great tool to really learn how to use and master because it will make your life much easier and allow you to automate a lot of the organizational tasks that you need to run your business. So from here, what we're going to do is set up a free account. And I would say the free account works really well if you're an individual, a small team, or have a small project that you're managing. If you need some of the additional features, you can always sign up for the Pro account. And they typically have some sort of free trial as well, so you can see what is available for you. So I'm just going to create an account with my email. Now it's going to walk you through answering some questions about yourself to better understand how to tailor the tool to your needs. You also have the option to add other people that you want to collaborate with. I'm going to skip that for now. As you can see here, it generated a template to help you get started, which is nice. So we're going to create this app, and you can tailor it even more to fit your needs. From here, you can sign up for the trial or continue with the free version. I'm going to close that out to continue with the free version. Now, based on the questions that you answered, it generates a working workspace for you to start from. You're welcome to explore that and see what it creates for you. But for the purpose of this tutorial, I'm going to start from the very beginning and build this from scratch so you can see exactly what goes into all of the elements here. From here, you can click on the workspace, which opens the panel that lists all of your workspaces. Right now, I only have the general one that was created. You can either click Create a Workspace here or use the plus button. We're going to create a workspace, and up here, we're going to change the title to Client Projects. Once we have this workspace, we click on Create, and this is where we add our databases. You can either use their AI generation to help create this or build your own app from scratch. We're going to build from scratch, which gives us our first base or database. First, we're going to change the name at the top to Local Business. You can also change the color if you want, so we'll make it green. Within each base, you can have multiple tables. You can see how this really starts to fine-tune your information in one place, organized in a very specific way. That takes us to step 4, which is customizing your tables. You'll see Table 1 at the top. Double-click it and rename it to Landing Page Video, then click Save. Click the plus sign to add another table. You can create from AI, start from scratch, or import data if you already have it. We're going to create from scratch and call this one Social Media Videos. Click Save. We'll add one more and call it Explainer Videos. Click Save. This all depends on how you want to break up your information. Step 5 is adding records or fields to these tables. We're going to click on the first row and start listing company names. For example, ABC Company, then press Enter. You can list all the companies you're creating explainer videos for. You can also change the columns and the type of data you want to collect. Instead of notes, maybe you want to rename it to Contact, where you can add phone numbers or emails. The next column is Assignee, which was auto-generated, and here you can assign it to yourself. The status column can be To Do, In Progress, or Done. We'll select In Progress. These examples show different field types, such as Single Select, Collaborator, URL, or Text. If you want to add more, click the plus button. Let's add a checkbox and name it Complete. then create the field. Now we have a checkbox we can mark when the task is completed. You can move columns around, so maybe we want the complete checkbox closer to the front so we can see it at a glance. Step 6 is collaborating with your team. Once everything is created, click Share at the top. You can invite people by email or create a shareable link. The best option is usually email. After adding people, click Invite. You can assign access levels such as Creator, Editor, Commenter, or Read Only, and you can change these later. Now that we've created tables, added data, and shared it, step 7 is changing the view. Right now, we're in Grid View, which looks like a spreadsheet. If we create a new view, we can choose options like Gallery or Kanban. Let's choose Kanban View and leave the name as Kanban. Create the view and select who can access it. Now you can see the same data displayed in Kanban format, where you can drag companies between different stages. If we assign ABC Company to ourselves and go back to Grid View, you'll see the change reflected there. You can also create a calendar view if you add due dates, giving you a visual overview of deadlines. Step 8 is automating your workflow. This saves a lot of time by handling repetitive tasks automatically. Click on Automations at the top. You can choose from pre-built options or create one from scratch. We'll create one from scratch and add a trigger. Choose When Record Matches Conditions. Select the Explainer Videos table and set the condition to trigger when Complete is checked. Test it to make sure it works. Now add an action, such as sending an email. Configure the email, add recipients, and write a message like, "We did it." Now, whenever the task is marked complete, the email will be sent automatically. This could also be a Slack message or another action. Step 9 is linking records between tables. This is what really turns Airtable into a full business operations system. Go back to the Explainer Videos table, add a field, and choose Link to another record. Link it to the Landing Page Videos table and name it Multi-Use Video. Create the field, then link a record. Now, when you go back to the Landing Page table, you'll see that the Explainer video is also connected there. Updating one table automatically updates the other, which is extremely useful. Step 10 is collecting data using a form. Create a new view, select Form, and name it Client Info. Now you can share the form link with a project manager or client. When they fill it out, the data automatically appears in your tables and stays synced across all views. With that, you're up and running and have the basics to start using Airtable to automate and streamline your business. I hope you found this video helpful, and I'll see you in the next one.